basically saying that the kids are not safe around Iman. She said Iman be smoking weed around the kids and be forgetting to feed them. One of the wildest parts of the allegations is Teyana says that Iman put the kids in a rideshare in Chicago and had them dropped off at the United Center Arena alone while he had a private driver drop him off.
A disturbing and emotional video has just gone viral, and it's turning the internet upside down. In the footage, actor Pierre can be seen yelling at none other than singer and actress Teyana Taylor in a deeply heated confrontation. What makes the situation even more alarming? Teyana's young daughter was right there, visibly present, watching the whole thing unfold. It's the kind of moment that stirs real concern, not just among fans, but among mental health advocates and the general public. As the video spreads like wildfire across social media platforms, debates are raging on all sides. Was this simply a human emotional breakdown during a private moment, or did Aaron cross a line into verbal abuse, especially in front of a child? People are dissecting every second of the footage, asking what it reveals about everyone involved and what might happen next. It's a situation that demands a deeper look, and we're breaking down every element. The footage begins mid-confrontation, with Pierre already in a full-blown argument. His voice is elevated, tone sharp, and gestures aggressive. He's facing Teyana, yelling words that are reportedly too explicit to repeat in most posts that have shared the clip. Teyana, caught in the middle of the storm, looks both upset and exhausted, raising her hands in what appears to be an effort to de-escalate things, to stop it before it spirals further. What makes this scene especially gut-wrenching is the presence of her daughter standing nearby. The young girl looks completely frozen, confused, scared, eyes darting between the two adults. Her small frame appears tense as the shouting continues. She doesn't cry, she doesn't speak, she just watches, clearly unsure of what to do or how to react. As the argument peaks, Teyana swiftly grabs her daughter and walks away from the scene. The clip is short, but its emotional impact is undeniable. According to sources close to the situation, the confrontation happened inside a private residence, likely Teyana Taylor's own home. The clip seems to have been filmed in secret. The camera angle is low and the footage is unsteady, as if the person recording was doing so discreetly from behind a piece of furniture or a corner. At this point, there's no clear confirmation on who exactly filmed the incident, but whispers suggest it could have been a family member or friend present during the confrontation. Whether the video was leaked intentionally to expose Aaron or accidentally as part of a larger issue is still unclear. But once it hit the internet, there was no stopping it. Gossip blogs, fan accounts, and group chats lit up instantly, sharing the video and discussing what it means for Teyana, her daughter, and Aaron. Immediately after the video hit the internet, social media exploded. Twitter was flooded with the hashtag #OneProtectTheChild as users rallied in support of Teyana's daughter. Many fans called out Pierre directly, saying he should be held accountable for exposing a child to such a high-stress and aggressive situation. Others turned their criticism toward Teyana, questioning why someone like Aaron, who had the potential to behave this way, was allowed so close to her daughter in the first place. The backlash wasn't just public, it was deeply personal. Some users shared their own stories about how watching their parents fight impacted them growing up, turning this situation into a larger conversation about childhood trauma. In fact, some even went as far as suggesting child protective services might need to get involved. The general sentiment is clear: children deserve peace, not to be witnesses to adult breakdowns. Pierre's behavior is now under intense scrutiny. The internet is not taking this incident lightly. Many people are calling the video a red flag, a glimpse into a darker side of the actor that fans haven't seen before. Losing one's temper is human, but doing it in front of a child, especially one who isn't your own, is something many agree crosses a serious boundary. There's no indication yet of what exactly sparked the argument, but that hasn't stopped speculation. A handful of fans have come forward defending Aaron, arguing that maybe he was provoked or overwhelmed, but those voices are few and far between compared to the avalanche of criticism he's facing. Some are even calling for legal consequences, or at the very least, a public apology for his actions. Teyana Taylor has so far chosen not to make any public statement regarding the recently leaked footage. However, sources close to her say she's deeply devastated, not just because of the confrontation itself, but even more so because her young daughter had to witness something so emotionally intense and disturbing. According to one insider, Teyana feels incredibly betrayed and humiliated by the fact that such a personal moment has been made public without her consent. The leak itself has reportedly shaken her to her core, and there are whispers that she is considering cutting Aaron off completely, not only from her own life but also from their daughters. Some sources suggest that legal action may be an option she's exploring. While it's still unclear whether she'll press charges, file a restraining order, or eventually choose to issue a public statement, fans are growing increasingly anxious. They've taken to social media to plead with her to speak out, not necessarily for the sake of public curiosity, but for the sake of her own peace and, more importantly, for her daughter's well-being. They want clarity and reassurance. There is a shared sense of urgency among her supporters. They want to know that the child will be protected moving forward, and that steps are being taken to address the emotional fallout of the incident. Backlash. Video has sparked an intense wave of public reaction, especially concerning the emotional and psychological toll that adult conflicts can have on children. Mental health professionals have already started weighing in on the broader implications, cautioning that even a single traumatic event like the one seen in the footage can leave a long-lasting impact on a child's mental and emotional development. Many experts emphasize that early exposure to such volatility can result in long-term issues like anxiety, trust issues, or behavioral problems if not properly addressed. Because of this, fans and concerned followers are urging Teyana to ensure that her daughter receives professional counseling or therapy to help her process what she witnessed. But this situation has extended beyond just one family's private crisis. It has become a public moment of reflection on how adults handle conflict in front of children. It's not only Aaron who's being criticized. Social media users are calling on all adults involved to rethink how they manage their emotions, especially in front of young, impressionable minds. The overwhelming message is that nobody is perfect, but every adult has a responsibility to protect the emotional safety of the children around them. This incident, as painful as it is, has served as a wake-up call. The internet isn't being passive about it. People are speaking out, and they're demanding accountability. The footage went viral almost instantly, with major media outlets and gossip blogs picking it up within hours. The Shade Room, Hollywood Unlocked, and even lesser-known platforms quickly reposted the clip, adding their own commentary and speculation. The video began circulating widely, and soon the story exploded on social media platforms. Some influencers and fellow celebrities have chimed in, mostly offering support to Teyana while remaining silent about Aaron. A few, however, have taken it further, claiming that this isn't the first time Aaron has had such an outburst. In fact, there are now growing rumors that there were warning signs in the past, possibly even previous incidents that were quietly ignored or kept out of the public eye to avoid scrutiny. TikTok in particular has become a central hub for analysis. Users are breaking down the footage frame by frame, examining everything from Aaron's tone and body language to Teyana's reactions and the overall atmosphere of the exchange. People are dissecting every detail in an attempt to understand how volatile and dangerous the situation truly was. What began as just another leaked celebrity video has evolved into something much deeper, a full-blown public dissection of toxic relationships, co-parenting under pressure, and the responsibility adults have toward the children who look up to them. The story has taken on a life of its own. It's no longer just about celebrity drama. It's become a case study, a cultural conversation about emotional maturity, boundaries, and the importance of shielding children from emotional harm. People are no longer just speculating about the drama. They're using it as a lens to talk about the broader issues that affect countless families, famous or not. Meanwhile, Teyana remains silent, at least publicly. Her silence has been interpreted in multiple ways. Some see it as a sign of strength and self-preservation, while others are concerned that staying quiet may allow the narrative to spiral out of control. But ultimately, whatever path she chooses to take, her fans and supporters hope she's prioritizing healing, safety, and support, not just for herself, but most importantly, for her daughter. In the end, what matters most is not the noise online, but the steps taken behind the scenes to ensure that the little girl at the center of all this receives the care and protection she deserves. Now comes the legal fallout, and it could be significant. Sharing any footage that includes a minor, especially one in distress, comes with legal risks. If it turns out Aaron had any involvement in leaking or recording the video, he could face serious consequences. Legal experts also note that if emotional harm to the child can be demonstrated, it could influence future custody agreements or court decisions regarding child safety. And beyond the legalities, Aaron's reputation is on the line. Brands, studios, and fans are watching. If more stories about similar behavior come to light, it could damage his standing in the industry permanently. For now, everyone is holding their breath to see what action, if any, will be taken next. The footage may have only lasted seconds, but it shattered the image of privacy and peace around Teyana and Aaron's relationship. In those few moments, the world saw a glimpse of pain, tension, and a young child caught in the middle. Whether this was a deeply personal moment that never should have gone public, or an important exposure that demanded the world's attention, one thing is certain: nothing will be the same. Will Teyana eventually speak out? Will Aaron acknowledge what happened, apologize, or defend himself? We want to hear from you. Should this moment have stayed behind closed doors? Or was the world right to witness it? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit like if you believe in protecting children above all else, and subscribe for every update on this powerful and emotional story, because this is just the beginning.